Tonight, the U.S. is searching for a resolution to a dangerous situation in the former Soviet Republic of Ukraine. Violent protests broke out after Ukraine's president rejected an economic deal with the European Union and drew his country closer to Russia. Holly Williams is in Kiev.
Protest leader Dmitry Balatov was discovered last night on the outskirts of Kiev, bruised and bloody after disappearing 8 days ago. He said he'd been kidnapped, tortured, had nails driven through his hands and was then left to die by thugs. During 2 months of anti-government demonstrations, protest leaders say the authorities have detained and beaten hundreds of people. On the barricades in Kiev today, this group of mothers pleaded for an end to the violence. One woman wept for her dead son, who she said was killed in the demonstrations.
Here in no man's land, you can see the two sides are just yards apart, but neither side will give an inch. The government believes it's made enough concessions to the protesters, and the demonstrators tell us they won't leave until the president resigns and there are fresh elections.
These protests were sparked in November when Ukraine's leaders spurned Europe in favour of closer economic ties with Russia. But the target of their anger is government corruption and lawlessness. Today, Ukraine's military urged the president to take immediate action to restore stability.
What are your orders from the government?
No comment.
No comment?
No comment.
It's a beer bottle.
Behind the protesters' barricades, they've prepared Molotov cocktails in case the police try to force them off the streets. Alexander Tsarenko told us he's here because his electronics shop was taken from him by criminals with government connections.
The US is telling Ukraine's leaders to do more to satisfy the protesters. But Scott, an advisor to Russian President Putin, said in an interview today that the government here has no choice but to put down these demonstrations.
Holly Williams above Independence Square again for us tonight in Kiev. Holly, thanks very much.